Let's get started. Hello, everybody. I should be saying hola, everybody. We are in Mexico, truly enjoying an extended vacation here. We're in Puerto Vallarta and just absolutely loving the weather and loving just spending some time together. But I had a couple of you asking me some questions about Juice Plus, and so I wanted to share a little bit with you tonight. And I titled this "The Most Simple Thing You Can Do for Your Health." And my husband and I were talking, and I said that. I was like, come on, Juice Plus is the most simple thing you can do for your health. And he was like, that's a great line. Like, you should use that more often. And then I thought, I will use that. I'm going to use that in this upcoming talk that I'm doing. So I do want to just let you know we are going to be focusing on Juice Plus and specifically the trio, which is fruits, veggies, and berries in this little talk that we're going to be doing. And I'm just glad that you're here. And I know we're all here for different reasons. And so just thinking about that, wanted to welcome you and just really encourage you that I am here to help you simplify nutrition. Honestly, we make this way too hard, way too difficult when really it's pretty simple. So I would just kind of let us get our mind focused tonight and be thinking about, why are you here? I'm going to share what got me interested all those years ago, but just thinking, why are you here today? Maybe you're frustrated with low immune system. You feel like you guys have been getting sick all winter. I remember what that was like. It was like one person in the family got sick and it just kept going through everyone else. And so just really frustrating, time lost with that, not being able to enjoy life like you want to. Maybe you're concerned about a specific health issue, something that's been diagnosed recently for you or someone in your family. Maybe you're looking towards prevention. I know that's what kind of caught my eye all those years ago. I was thinking my 40-year-old self is going to thank me for this. Maybe you're just confused on what supplements to take. I mean, there's a ton out there. There's a commercial for this one, an ad for that one, a friend recommendation for this one, a doctor wrote a book about that. It just can seem very overwhelming. Which ones do you choose? So we're going to specifically talk about supplements tonight. Maybe you're tired of being tired. You wake up dragging in the morning, just feeling like, did I sleep at all? And maybe that's true. Maybe you're not getting great sleep at night. Often people don't connect the points back to nutrition on that, but maybe it's wanting to add quality years to your life. We've been talking about, what's the point of having longer life if the longer you're living, the more of those, those years are just not quality years. I'm really not interested in that. I want to quality years, not just quantity. And maybe you're just done with chronic pain. Chronic meaning something that's just continuing over and over. You keep having joint issues, pain in your hands, arthritis type of things. Maybe you're just looking for some direction tonight and starting to tiptoe into this health thing and just kind of like, hey, what is all this about? Maybe you have a desire to live healthier, but just kind of unsure what that looks like. And hopefully you're here because you would like to add some more produce to your diet and some easy ways to do that. So just sharing a little bit about myself and where I started all these years ago. Like I said, it was 21 years ago. We lived in South Florida at the time. That picture there is my son. He was about 15 months old, and I was a young mom of a picky eater. This is where my interest was. I just felt like, I know he's not eating enough fruits and veggies, but I really didn't know exactly how important they were. And I always say I didn't feed us unhealthy on purpose. I just honestly, I didn't know. I didn't know what I didn't know. But once I started learning more and I got that information, I could no longer eat the way I had been raised, and I could no longer feed my family that same way. But now I had this knowledge and I was empowered to make changes that really have lasted, 2 decades now. It shaped how I fed my family. In fact, our next two children, I used a very different approach with prenatal nutrition, had very different results with those pregnancies and babies and toddlers. And my kids have grown up with this lifestyle that became a lifestyle, like a healthy lifestyle. And we know that that's where prevention is. So I want to share with you, what did we do? What was it that got us started those, decades ago and that we've been able to keep going with. And if you're not muted, if you don't mind muting yourself, I would appreciate that. So let's take a look at that. I thought about what is health? When I say that, what do I mean by health? What does that look like? And we know it is combined habits over time, right? Like that's really what a lifestyle is. But is it just about looking good? Being fit? Is it about feeling well? So you have a stronger immune system and you're not getting sick all the time. Maybe you think about health being tied to your family history. What are the genetics that are at play that have been passed down to you? I know that that's kind of a big thing when you go to the doctor, they ask you for your medical history. So is it really DNA? Is it so heavily tied to that? I think about mobility. As we were doing this extreme adventure yesterday, I was like, I'm glad I'm healthy. I don't work out a ton, but yeah, I'm healthy. I was able to drag myself up this 50-foot rope wall. It was crazy. And I just thought, I want to keep mobility. When you think about someone who's not healthy, I often think of somebody who can't move, has lost their ability to be able to do the things that they want to do, even if it's just walking with ease. Chronic pain being a part of that. So sleeping well, as I mentioned, are you waking up a lot during the middle of the night, having to use the restroom? That's probably your body detoxing. People don't recognize that. If you're filling it with toxins during the day, your body has to get rid of those, and it will through urine at night. So maybe you're just not breathing well and you're not sleeping well. When you're asleep is when your body is going to like rebuild cells. And that's where a lot of that rebuilding of your body happens while you're sleeping. We talk about having access to medical care as being something of importance of health. And it is if we use it the right way. If we're using the doctor's office as the way that we get healthy versus recognizing it's our job to get healthy and stay that way. And they're more of the extreme and the emergency side of things. But, America has the most access to medicine and medical care of any other nation. And we are one of the sickest nations in the world. It's really crazy. So if access to medical care is what health is, then we're missing something on that for sure, because we do have access and yet we're super unhealthy. I think about mental wellness, just enjoying life, being able to have self-awareness, not being on an emotional roller coaster, being able to be in healthy relationships with other people, not on the, highs and the lows all the time of depression and anxiety, or just a high of, not able to pay attention to anything. Those are hard things to live with. And, what does health look like to you in those areas when you're thinking about that? And then we're going to be talking about, health being tied to what we eat. And that really has the biggest impact, way more than we realize that it does. And there's a lot of hope in that to me. So nutrition and lifestyle changes are the most effective way to decrease risk of every chronic disease. But they are also two of the most powerful ways to improve your energy, your cognition, your mood, your fertility and sexual health, skin health, joint pain, period pain, gut biome. So when we talk about like having a healthy gut, body composition, quality of sleep, detoxing your cells, regular bowel movement, hormones, immune system, a balanced immune system, these nutrition and lifestyle changes help you live longer years with vitality. So we're talking better quality of life and lower risk of disease overall. These two things, nutrition and lifestyle. And when you tie them together, when nutrition becomes part of your lifestyle, when health becomes your hobby, when it's something that you're just living every day, I'm not talking a diet that has a restricted amount of calories or foods and it's only for a little time. I'm talking really tying nutrition, what we eat every day, to the lifestyle that we're living. That's where these changes come into effect. That's where those habits really compound, and you get this effective way to decrease that risk of every chronic disease. I just thought this quote was really, really good. I thought it was great information and a great reminder for all of us. And so if you want to take a picture of that, that's a great one to keep on a screen somewhere printed of it does matter. It does matter what we're eating. It does matter what our lifestyle is. And, just looking at what ways does that affect? It's a lot of things. And people will say, all right, well, I'll just take a vitamin to bridge that gap. I know I'm not really eating well, so I'll just take a vitamin. But when we're looking at vitamins, did you guys know that they are not shown to prevent disease, not cancer, not diabetes, not heart disease, not stroke, not those major illnesses that Americans are dying from? We're not seeing a skip in those. We're not seeing a prevention in those areas. And so when we turn to just a vitamin to bridge the gap, and if you don't mind, if you can please mute yourself, I would appreciate it. When you're looking at isolated chemical nutrition, it's a rendition of a nutrient found in nature. So like they take a vitamin C, they reproduce that chemically as best they can. And then that is put into a powdered form mixed with powdered A and powdered E and B vitamins, but it's a powdered chemical nutrient. And so it's a fraction of the nutrients that you need. And these are man-made, so the absorption rate is really limited. I mean, I've heard as low as 8%. Actually, I guess it would be as high as only 8% of those nutrients are actually absorbed into your body. The rest of them, you just pee out. It's excreted through urine. So if we're taking a vitamin thinking that we're going to be preventing diseases, we're really missing the bigger picture of the importance of food. Because when we eat the rainbow, and I'm not talking Skittles, but the rainbow of fruits and vegetables, look at the difference here. We are talking about cancer prevention, immune support, detoxing, tied to beauty with better hydration in our skin, longevity, heart health. And these are different colors that have different aspects to our bodies. Our bodies are made for plant nutrition, and it absolutely needs plant nutrition to run and work like it's designed to. And so often we begin to age and to just get used to that thought process in our mind of I'll get slower as I get older. I will have more aches and pains. I will be sick more often. I'll be on more medication, but we don't recognize that our diet has shifted and it has changed, maybe even from when we were younger and more aware of our health, to where we've just kind of slipped into bad habits. Or maybe you're somebody who has just said, I don't like vegetables, or you have kids that say, I don't like veggies. And so they have a very limited diet. But with a limited diet, you have a limited body that's just not able to do what it's supposed to do. It's not able to work like it's supposed to work. And so it's important to make sure we have a rainbow of fruits and vegetables in our bodies every day. Here's some more reasons to be eating fruits. Cherries help calm your nervous system. Pineapples fight arthritis. Mangoes protect against several kinds of cancers. Oranges help maintain great skin and vision. I mean, I'm not going to read all of these, but you can see like there's a protective benefit to those. It's not just because it's sweet. It's not just because it's something we're told we're supposed to eat. There are disease-related prevention nutrients in those that fuel our body to really work and just to maximize those benefits of healthy eating over time. Eating these every single day is just really important. I just looked up really quick some books, The Power of Fruits and Vegetables. I haven't read all of these. I have read Why We Get Sick. Excellent book. Highly recommend that one. There's so much good information in there, and it's free on Audible. But just looking at these titles, you can see that there are benefits to our bodies when we're eating fruits and vegetables. They're the power to heal, life-changing foods for our heart, natural healing, having a super life. It all really does hinge on how many fruits and veggies we're eating. And so if it's that important, are we really making it an aspect of our day, eating 7 to 9 servings a day? 7 to 9, that's filling half of your plate with fruits and vegetables every meal, every single meal, and you might get close to 7 a day. A serving size is slightly smaller than the size of your fist. And so if you just think about that plate, even when you're eating, how can I make sure I'm getting half of my plate of fruits and vegetables every meal? So every time you eat, not just at lunch or not just at dinner, with a side salad, but every single meal, really looking at what are the colors on this plate? How many servings am I actually eating every day? And I think you'll be surprised, if you just think about the last couple of days, how many you ate. It really takes us being intentional, and especially being on vacation, I'm very cognitive of, okay, what have I eaten today? Because nothing is worse than being sick on vacation or having sick kids on vacation, if you guys have ever dealt with that. So something we want to think about as we're heading towards summer, the immune system that we have in the summer is built on what we're fueling our bodies with now. That's kind of a crazy thought, right? Like it's important now to be healthy a couple of months from now, because nutrition takes time to get into the body, and those cells become tissues and tissues become organ system, and it takes time to rebuild and to build up. And so be patient with that, but just know what you're eating now is going to affect your summer immune system. So important half of your plate. Make it easy with meal prep. I know in Artesia, we're going to be doing a salad in a jar, and that's super important for you guys to come and do this with friends. It makes such a difference when you're with more than one person and you're sharing the cost of the food items that are going into the jars, or those bento boxes there in the middle. Just really flooding your body with lots of nutrients in the mornings, or at lunch through smoothies. You can sneak some pretty unsavory veggies that your kids might not eat, kale on their own, but you can put a couple of leaves into a chocolate peanut butter banana smoothie. And it was one of the ways that I was able to keep my kids eating 20 different fruits and veggies every day, was through whole food smoothies. And so that's an easy one. You can make it and take it for lunch. The idea is to be prepped ahead of time so that every meal you're not having to think about, what am I going to eat, right? Like have some already healthy options in your fridge and things to take with you at work. You're going to be less likely to go through the drive-through for lunch, and you'll save a lot of money with that too. I mean, these salad jars, even making them at home, they're like $1.50 a jar, which is way less than what you would buy at a fast food place for a salad. So doing it with friends makes it super fun. We're going to be doing one, I believe it's on the 24th in Artesia, and we would be happy to have you join us on that. So I said that Juice Plus is the most simple thing you can do for your health. That kind of seems I don't know, presumptuous, if you will, but I want to show you why. Why is it the most simple thing that we can do for our health? What is this? We talk about it being a 30-second health habit, to be able to get 30 different fruits, veggies, and berries. So 10 fruit, 10 veggies, 10 berries, in a capsule. I mean, really, that is the most simple thing, right? It's 3 seconds. You swallow the capsules, or you can eat them in a chewable form if you don't like to swallow capsules. And to get that nutrition into your body and into your kid's body, it's fast. That's why, to me, it's the most simple thing I can do. I don't have to juice all those fruits and veggies. They're already done for me. The hard work is there. I mean, look at the colors on this chart. Bright, vibrant reds and oranges, yellows, those greens, those deep, dark purples and blues that I'm just not getting every day on my own, but I can get through 30 of them a day. And this really is the easy way. You're swallowing some capsules. It's 30 seconds. Swallow them down, give the kids the chewies when they're eating breakfast, and you've got all of this into your body. And then everything else you can do on top of that, all the better, right? All of those other things I shared about eating more fruits and veggies, all of that, just do as much as you can, eat as many as you can, but there's nothing simpler than this. And it's not just simple, it's proven. So I want to show you this video that talks about how Juice Plus is made. And I'm really hoping that the audio is going to work on this. If it doesn't, we can send you the video to watch on your own.
The fact that we actually grow a lot of these products very close to the factory, we can preserve the freshness. They can be harvested and processed within just a couple hours of when they come out of the field, as opposed to maybe some of the produce you might buy in the store where it has to go through trucking and shipping, a lot of different steps to be available to you. These processes that we do are done just within a few hours of when the product's harvested. From the farm through our plant, the fresh product actually only takes about 6 hours. When the product arrives at our farm processing plant, the product is tumbled, washed, and cleaned. The cleaned product is then laid out over the processing belt and slowly moved through sub-zero air. When we're doing that, we're able to freeze the product and preserve all the freshness of the product, just as if it was from the field. So you can lower the temperature and control the temperature, the more you can lock in the nutrients. When Juice Plus is looking for nutritional quality, color is very important. Most people associate a dark red cranberry as a sign of the ripeness of that fruit. Freshness is very important. There's a very short amount of time from when they're harvested to when they're frozen, locking in the freshness and nutrients. While we're producing the Juice Plus powders, they have very high standards for the purity of their powders, what can go into their powders. They also have tight controls over their supply lines. They know which farms it comes from, and they have a good control over that. Also, when the products are produced, they have certain steps throughout the process for safety and purity. My favorite part of working with Juice Plus is making that people are benefiting from what we're doing. We put a lot of work into how we grow our ingredients and how we process them so that they're safe and high quality and nutritious. It's neat to see the results of that by seeing the customers that use them and seeing their lives improve from some of the healthy ingredients and produce that we process.
Awesome. I love that video. It's short and sweet to the point, and you can really see the impact of that. So Juice Plus is the most researched nutritional product on the market worldwide. Let me go back to that slide there. You may see some of these universities around the world that you recognize. So these are gold standard peer-reviewed medical journals that have been printed on Juice Plus. This is just a snapshot. We have 48 studies, and to me, this is what makes it to where I can share Juice Plus with anybody because it is proven effective. It's not just my family's story and our experience, but it's really backed by some really powerful research that shows it is effective. And so this is what the research results show. So we're going to talk through from 2 hours all the way to 8 months after consuming Juice Plus. So just really quickly, significant rise in a variety of polyphenols, which are important nutrient family for slowing systemic inflammation and aging overall. Systemic inflammation would be like body aches, and systemic meaning whole body, and inflammation, the higher your inflammation level is, the higher your risk of diseases overall. So that's really important. 7 to 28 days, those key nutrients are actually found in the blood serum. So that means it's bioavailable. You're not just excreting it through urine. Your body recognizes those nutrients because it is food, and then it uses those nutrients and it's getting it into your bloodstream. 2 weeks, a significant improvement in recovery from exercise-induced oxidation. I'm shocked that we are not more sore today from the crazy adventure we had yesterday, and I absolutely relate this to that side of it. When you have reduced oxidation in your body and you're able to recover better, that inflammation is lower, even after some sort of exercise like this can make a big difference. Sorry, Christine, can you please mute yourself? Thank you. And then 80 days, you've got a significant decrease in DNA damage. So thinking about that, talk at the very beginning, we were talking about family health. We want to just know that there's DNA is not necessarily your destiny, right? Like there is damage that is repaired, and there's a decrease in the damage that's being done. That's only after 80 days of taking Juice Plus. 8 to 12 weeks improved gum health, skin health, heart health and lung health, 2 to 4 months, better gut health. So butyrate level increases, and that's better glucose clearance as well. So those are really important. Those are microorganism studies of your gut health. So again, if you're not muted, if you don't mind doing that for me, I'd appreciate it. And then 16 weeks, significant improvement in better working memory, selective attention, processing speed. So again, we're talking about quality of life and vitality, able to remember where you put your keys, and just, everyday function there. And that was an increase in omega-3 index. That was actually from our Juice Plus Omegas, which is an all plant-based omega blend in a capsule form as well. 6 months, there was a reduction in body fat and insulin resistance. That was in overweight boys and also overweight women. And there was an increase in lean mass. And then 8 months was improved immunity. So a balanced immune system with fewer common cold symptoms and sickness days. So all of those to me just really show, like, those are things that are tangible results that I have witnessed and seen with our family as well. And the thousands of people
Hey, Dalton, get your pajamas on.
Angie, can you please mute yourself for us? And so Juice Plus really is an affordable option. I love that aspect of it. When I'm looking at what health habits can I incorporate, knowing that Juice Plus is affordable and it's something that I can recommend to others. I mean, we're talking $2.67 a day. I mean, how else are we going to get that many fruits and vegetables? There's just no way that we would be able
One
to.
of the big ladies.
Juice. If I gave you that $3 and sent you to Walmart, how much produce could you get back? Not much, right? And so $2.67 a day, it's $80 a month. And I have this little purple tag on here because when you order Juice Plus for yourself, a child in your life can get their Juice Plus for free from age 4 all the way until through 25, which is just incredible. That's 21 years of free Juice Plus, either in a capsule or a chewable form for them. And this really shows the generosity of the company that makes Juice Plus, that we know and they know if mom ain't healthy, ain't nobody healthy, but we'll choose to, help our kids out before we help ourselves. And they were like, no way, we're not going to let mamas do that. We're going to give Juice Plus free to them as well. So I love that aspect of it. It really is an affordable option. It's why we've been able to fit it into our budget for 21 years and continue on with it. Again, it's that 3-second health habit that makes such a difference. So whoever invited you today, I just encourage you, get back with them and get on Juice Plus. Like, seriously, it is the most simple thing we can do. And it's a way to flood your body with fruits and vegetables to just give it what it needs to be able to do its job. So let's just keep it simple here, and remembering the most powerful medicine is actually at the end of your fork. Think about that. It is so true. And with Juice Plus, it's literally in the palm of your hand. So I hope that this was an encouragement to you tonight, to eat more fruits and veggies, to do all you can to get them into your diet. Talk with whoever it was that invited you to join us tonight. And I'm going to stop this recording.